Hey y'all. First of all, I'll let you know that Miss Reed and I miss you. We're ready to see you, and we've been getting the room ready, getting some work ready for you. But I wanted to do this video to show you what is in your week 2 packet, which is for March the 23rd through the 27th, and to read the story that we would have read this week. In your packet, you're going to find 2 morning worksheets. I only gave you 2, and you're all very familiar with what we expect of you on these worksheets. Don't forget, if you're having to rewrite the sentence, you know how to begin a sentence, capital letter, and you know how to end your sentence. If it's a telling sentence, it's a period. If it's a question mark or a question, it's a question mark. And then if it's a sentence that they're really excited, then use the exclamation point. I'm also going to send the 3 worksheets that you would have had for homework, which is math on one side and reading on the other. We're going to focus on digraph EE. Remember, we said a digraph is when you take 2 letters, they come together, and they make one sound. Well, digraph EE makes that long E sound. So what you're going to do, and you're all very familiar with this sheet, you've got to put the pictures that have the words that are short E, as in egg, in this column. And then if it has the long E sound, you put it here, EE as in queen. It makes that long E. And then you take one of your long E words and you write a sentence, again, begins with a capital letter, ends with a period if it's a telling sentence, and then draw a picture of it. On the back of that, you have to color the EE words yellow and color the short E words blue. Here are your words or your pictures: sheep, vet, cheese, seed, teeth, greet, beg, beat. Again, if it has that long E where the E is saying its name, you color it yellow. If it is a short E word, you color it blue. And this is just the same copy as you're familiar. You don't worry with the bottom part. You're also going to color each crayon a different color and use these colors to color the words in the boxes that follow the same long E pattern. All right. So you have E, EA, and EE. And what you have to do is, if you want to color, if it has just one E in it, you can color that blue, EA yellow, EE green. And these boxes here, you color whatever color the crayon is to whatever pattern is in that word, used in the word. And then you write the words that's in the boxes underneath the E, EA, and EE. All right, and then this week we're going to read The Easter Bunny's Assistant by Jane Thomas. All right, I have 3 worksheets that I want you to do with this. What you're going to do is, I have given you a story map. You're all very familiar with the graphic organizers that we use in 1st grade. You're going to write the title of the story here, The Easter Bunny's Assistant. You need to capitalize the first letter of each word in the title. The author, Jane Thomas, you capitalize the J in Jan and the T in Thomas because it is her name. That is a proper noun. You list your characters. There are 2 characters in the story. You give the setting. Remember, the setting is where the story is taking place. You have to tell me what the problem is, and then the solution. Remember, the solution is how they solve that problem. Then you're going to have to make a connection with a character, and we're going to focus on Skunk, who is a character in the story. You got to tell me, how does Skunk look? How does he act? And what does he say? Again, they have to be written in complete sentences. Because you're telling me something, I want it to begin in a capital letter and end with a period. And these squares right here, you can illustrate the sentence that you have written. All right, and then, just as for fun, I have also included an Easter Bunny's Assistant application for you to fill out. This is just something fun for us to do to go with the story. I've also assigned you 3 nonfiction books on skunks on getepic.com. In the parent letter that I will leave with your work, It will give the instructions on how to get onto Get Epic, and it gives the class code if you're not able to get on it already. One of the nonfiction books is just a fun book. 2 books gives you some facts, and what you're going to do is use those facts to write. Right here, I can write about skunks. You're going to give me 3 facts. So, as we all know, a skunk smells. So, if you write a skunk has a bad smell, I want you to give me another sentence or 2 to go with the skunk smell. So, each fact, you should include some detailed sentences about that fact that you have given. So, at least 2 to 3 sentences in each rectangle. All right, and then in math, I've given you some worksheets on skills that you're very familiar with. Again, some addition. Here, they've given you 3 numbers to add up. And what I did was I circled the 2 numbers that would make a 10. So if you have 3 plus 8 plus 2, we know that 8 plus 2 equals 10. That leaves the 3. So we have to add that 3 to the 10, and that will give you the sum. Remember, the sum is what the answer is. I've given you 2 examples, and I want you to do the same with the rest of your addition sentences. So you have this problem. This is called associative property of addition, making 10. Here, this is commutative property of addition. Solve the equations and write the turnaround fact for each one. Because remember, we said when you're adding, it doesn't matter which number comes first. The smallest number or the largest number is all going to equal the same. So if you have 3 plus 8, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you write your answer here. Well, 3 plus 8 equals 11 is the same as 8 plus 3 equals 11. You're adding the same 2 numbers. It doesn't matter which one you use first. So here's your worksheet on that. Here's a solve it fast. Just working on your addition facts. And then on this side, I've given you a graph. You've got some pictures here, some fishing items. And what you have to do is you have to count each item. You list it here. You graph it. Remember, when you graph, you work from the bottom up. And then you have these questions to answer. You all can do this. You are all very familiar with this. This is nothing new for you. And then the last skill is shapes. We just finished this lesson. And here you got to draw a shape that has 3 sides. Remember, 3 sides, 3 vertices make what? Draw it here. Draw a shape that has 4 sides. Draw a shape that is round. Draw any shape and then tell about it. Tell me how many sides, how many vertices that your shape that you have drawn has. And then on the back of that, you have to solve a riddle. An example, I am round. What am I? If I'm round, I am a circle. So you just put that answer right here. And here they've given you a word list right there. It says you can cut and paste, but I'm not requiring you to do that. You can just draw it. Whatever you want to do on that is fine with me. But I do want to let you know that I will be uploading some math lessons because we have other skills that we need to talk about. So be prepared for those. But to end this video, I want to read The Easter Bunny's Assistant by Jan Thomas. And again, I have those 3 worksheets for you to work on based on this book. And here we have Bunny and Skunk, and they're hopping. Hello, I'm the Easter Bunny, and this is my assistant, Skunk. Today we will show you how to make beautiful Easter eggs. Step 1, hard boil the eggs. Ooh, I'm so excited. Skunk, what is that smell? Oh, sorry, it happens when I get excited. Please try to control yourself. So, what do we think is happening whenever Skunk gets excited? A hint from the book is, look right here, we see a little green. Things are turning green. The bunny's holding his nose. So we can kind of use what we know about skunks to figure out what is exactly happening right now in this story. Step 2, make dye for the eggs. Oh, look at the beautiful color. It's so exciting. Uh-oh, look at Bunny. Does he look a little panicked here? What do you think is going to happen? Skunk! Oh, sorry. Yep, it happened again. Step 3, decorate the eggs with crayons. Oh, I love decorating eggs. It's so, look at Bunny's face. Pleasant? Bunny's thinking, yeah, right. And exciting. Uh-oh. I wonder what's going to happen next. I think y'all can predict what's going to happen next. And remember, when we say predict, we're making a good guess. And it happened. Look at Bunny. He's like, oh no. And look at Skunk's face. He's kind of like, sorry. Step 4, remove skunk from room. Push if necessary. Hey. Step 5, dye the eggs. Knock, knock. What do you think Skunk's wanting to do? I think he's wanting to come back in and help Bunny. Now you have beautiful Easter eggs. I think he still wants to come in. Should I let him help me hide the eggs? Look at Skunk's face. He's like, yeah. You sure? I think Skunk is getting excited. Look at what's going on behind him. I see some green. Look what happens. So I think the bunny has come up with a solution to his problem in this story. So it says here are the Easter Bunny's directions for making beautiful eggs. Step 1, hard-boil the eggs. Ask for an adult's help. Put eggs in a saucepan, cover them with cold water, bring to a boil, reduce heat, and simmer for 9 minutes. Step 2, make dye for the eggs. Combine 1 teaspoon food coloring with 2 teaspoons vinegar in a cup. Add water to the halfway point. Step 3, decorate the eggs with crayons. Have fun. Step 4, look to see if there is a skunk in the room. And if there is, remove it. Step 5, dye the eggs. Gently place the eggs in the dye. Let them sit for a bit, then remove. Now you have exciting Easter eggs. The end. Okay, so don't forget the graphic organizer. You have to write the title, the Easter Bunny's assistant, the author, Jan Thomas, and then you've got to give me the characters. I told you there are 2 characters in this story. You have to also tell me the setting. Where is this story taking place? And you got to give me the problem. I think we all figured out that problem. And you have to give me the solution. How did Bunny solve this problem? If you have any questions, please have your mom or daddy email me. They have my email address, or call the school if you have any questions. Again, I will be uploading videos for you to help you with your schoolwork. And again, know that Miss Reed and I miss you. We love you, and we can't wait to see you again. Bye.